So in the process of filming this, I may have had a trial error where I was purposefully folding my clothes, and I may have unfolded all of my clothes so that I have something to do during this video. So yeah, welcome back. Hi everyone, for those of you who don't know, my name is Exis and this is my channel Exis Does, where I do a series of things. What exactly am I doing? Don't really know, just kind of letting Jesus take the wheel at the moment. But I just thought I would come in with some updates because I believe around May of 2022 I said that the only way I could be successful at YouTube or a lot of other content creation avenues in my life is if I'm consistent. What did I do in lieu of being consistent? The exact opposite. I ghosted out on y'all, and I would like to sincerely apologize. There has been a lot of things going on throughout my life personally, and I just kind of want to expand on what's happening and share what's been going on as of late. I really like to do stuff while I talk to y'all on camera. I feel like it gives the viewers something to look at other than my, you know, beautiful face. I also feel like maybe you'll fold your clothes too. Maybe you'll be inspired to keep your home or your space clean. Well, last time we spoke, it was May 2022, and I had said that I was able to transition into a pivotal point in my life. I will never take that away from myself. That has been the biggest feat I have ever accomplished, and if you hear me bragging about it for the next 6 to 8 videos, mind your business and stop watching me. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, sorry. There's a ladybug on my laptop. Do you want to see her? If I name them, maybe I won't be as prone to harming them, you know? Oh my God. The ladybugs are good. Where did I place the camera? Good. Okay, while I was in the process of transitioning, I was going through a lot of health issues, a lot of tummy and gut issues. I was having a lot of indigestion. I was having some serious breathing issues. I had to actually take out my birth control to make sure I was ruling everything out. There would be times where I couldn't eat, and there would be times where I could. I couldn't eat because I was too nauseous, and there would be times where I would just eat everything, but all the wrong and unhealthy food. Just a lot of stomach issues, a lot of breathing problems. And so I thought, at least by this year, we're in like day 5 of 2023. Is it day 5? I don't know, but we're in 2023, y'all. What's gonna happen? You think Kanye's gonna run? He shouldn't. I was able to go to specialists who were able to determine the diagnoses for my virus. As of right now, I'm going through the treatment process to eradicate the virus, and hopefully I will be okay. But from this, I learned a lot. You know, it is what it is. But while I was exploring what was going on with my body, while I was going to these doctors, while I was enduring these health issues that I had started watching the movie Nope by Jordan Peele. I actually wanted to watch this movie over the summer because it's a day after my birthday. Leo gang, rise up. Y'all be taking astrology too seriously because the way you guys be describing Leos, I don't feel like I'm like that at all. I had a lot of mixed reviews and I didn't know why. I wasn't able to finish the movies, but from what I've seen from Nope, it's pretty good. You know, the cinematography's spot on, the acting's great. I think Keke Palmer's monologue at the very beginning when she's just kind of selling herself and what her and her brother do on their dad's farm is good. Keith David is always gonna steal a show. You can put that man in a show for like 30 seconds and he's gonna steal it away. Like, he's just that talented. I loved him in Gargoyles. I loved him in the Spawn animated series. I loved him in Greenleaf. I haven't seen Tales in the Hood yet, but I feel like he was carrying the early installments of Tales in the Hood on his back. I feel like it. You know, Keith David did his thing, and he was only on there for like 5 minutes. I forgot, what is the other guy's name? I'm gonna look him up right now. He's the dude that didn't join Black Panther this time around for whatever reason. All I know from that actor is that he had a life coach and the life coach told him to cut his whole entire family off. Daniel Kaluuya. Yeah, Daniel Kaluuya did a great job too. And Steven Yeun. But yeah, the movie was good. The acting was great. To this day, I don't understand why entitled YouTubers felt the need to say that the movie wasn't that good, you know, because it somehow went over their pea brain head. But again, I could be wrong. I did not finish the rest of the movie, and I'll tell you why, okay? Story time. So when I was watching the movie, I was taking some vitamins that had some elements in them that I don't think would sit well with my body. It had ashwagandha in it, or however you pronounce it. And normally that's supposed to be good for you, but not everyone has a good tolerance to it. And I think I'm one of those people. We're okay for the first day. And this was before I had a diagnosis of what was going on with me. So that weekend I was eating from home, but it was pretty poor. Gluten, red meat, some yummy French toast I made. French toast is always good for the soul. Argue with your mother. Those vitamins, and I wasn't feeling too good. I was feeling slightly off. And then I went into watching the first half of Nope with the slightly off feeling, just kind of feeling like nervous and disoriented. Like I wasn't 100% there, but I was 100% on edge. And so I watched this movie, and it's really good. And then the scenes start getting a little more intense, right? Like, I can see why Jordan Peele called this movie Nope, because there are a lot of scenes in the movie where you're just like, nah, I don't know about that. Spoiler alert, towards the beginning of the movie, we hear about the monkey, the pet monkey. What's the name of the monkey? Yeah, I wondered if the monkey in the movie, if they even thought to name the monkey, you know, the chimpanzee. Like, he has his own like acting. And then I realized there was no monkey. It was all 3D animated. That was a 3D animated monkey. Yeah, so that monkey wouldn't be its own actor. But anyway, if you've seen the movie, his name is Gordy, and he is a part of this pilot episode for a sitcom where there is a family that is going through the trials and tribulations of living in the 90s with their adopted kid. I had assumed the whole family was white, but I don't know. We were doing a lot of colorblind casting the night. Remember the Cinderella movie? Steve Yeun played the actor alongside Gordy and the rest of the cast, where they were doing this sitcom that was about this family going through family values with a pet chimpanzee. And the chimpanzee goes crazy and ends up mauling everybody except for Jup's character on the day of the pilot. This is very traumatizing for Jup. It sticks with him for a long time. In the process of him dealing with the trauma of almost being like brutally attacked by this monkey, he is able to commodify off of the, am I using that word right? I want to be using good words, y'all. You know what? It was going to be a folding clothes update commentary video, but now it's going to be a folding clothes looking on my MacBook for proper information video. I still think that Gordy should have his own acting credits. Listen, if FM Mika can flirt with a rap deal with a record label, Gordy can get acting credits. Hashtag justice for CGI Gordy. Hashtag not my Gordy. So I'm not gonna say commodify, I'm gonna say capitalize. Drip is able to capitalize off of the spectacle of Gordy attacking these poor castmates while he's starting this ranch attraction business. And you get a lot of that at the very beginning of the movie when Daniel Kaluuya's character is pawning off horses from his late father's ranch and giving them to Drip. So I'm going through the movie. I'm feeling bad. I'm feeling weird. I'm feeling like on edge. Things are making me uncomfortable. Like the movie is giving me big Ari Aster, midsummer, uncomfortable atmosphere energy, and I'm feeling it in my body, right? And so I'm watching the movie, going through the vibrations, going through the gyrations, and you know, you get to the scene where Ghost gets swallowed up by a jean jacket. That's what they call her, right? The alien. But we don't know that. We don't know why that's happening. We know that Daniel Kaluuya's character isn't really looking at the horse. He's just kind of Nah, I don't know what that is, but like, listen, Ghost, you was a real one, but I think Jupe's kids like scare him. And again, this is all based on putting hype into the attraction, I would assume. And so let's do a play-by-play, all right? I'm already not feeling good in my tummy. I'm feeling very on edge with the moon juice vitamins, and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, okay, so what's gonna happen? Where is this going? How is this going to work out? And my dumb behind should have known that it was going to end up the way it did when Jupe is trying to present Jean Jacket, the alien, to the audience. Okay, Jupe is using one of Kaluuya's character's horses to kind of pawn the alien in. Everyone is looking up at the alien like, whoa. Immediately when Jean Jacket, the alien, comes in, the soundtrack changes. You get some low vibration, whoa, whoa, whoa. Looking up like, oh my God, you know, and then the horse, Lucky looking at it like, I don't know about all that. And he's in this metal box, right? He did not leave. He did not go out. He's just like looking like, okay, that's nice. And then, I mean, everyone gets eaten. And, you know, I'm just kind of like, what? Like, I didn't sign up for this. Like, it's very well done, because you see a scene where, you know, everyone's looking up, fades to black, and then you see everybody screaming. Then you see like Jupe's face as he's just like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then like there's more screaming and there's dust, and it's really well done by keeping it as a mystery of what actually is going on until you realize that people are getting eaten. So 30 seconds in, I realized that everyone had been swallowed by just Jean Jacket. And I'm just like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing. And after that, I was like, I can't watch this. I haven't finished it. Jordan Peele is really great at what he does because he pays a lot of homage to older horror, science fiction, and extraterrestrial and alien films. One that I'm pretty sure he got that scene from, it could be hypothetical guess, I could be completely wrong on this, but I think he got this from War of the Worlds. Let's talk about War of the Worlds real quick, because that came out in 2005, so I was in 5th grade. I remember watching that movie. It was a big mystery about what these aliens wanted. And all these aliens were doing was they were implanting themselves on Earth, and they were like, we here, motherfuckers, like, come on, let's do it. You know, attacking buildings and killing people. Lindsay Ellis does a really good job explaining why horror started to look that way, or why disaster-esque type of movies started to be so dramatic. And she attributes it to 9/11 and how that experience affected everyone, and how Hollywood was able to make money off of the spectacle of a tragic incident. So they treated, you know, War of the Worlds as a tragic incident. A lot of natural disasters, a lot of buildings being torn down. Very relevant for the time. However, when we finally realized what the aliens wanted, which was to eat people, I was completely messed up for the entire movie. 10-year-old Exes was like, nah, we not doing this today. And if there's one thing you gotta know about me, is that I don't mess with man-eating things. I don't like it. I don't approve of it. I don't believe in it. It's against my religion. I don't really rock with it, man-eating creatures. So I couldn't get past the first season of Attack on Titan. I just couldn't do it. Episode 3 had me all the way effed up. I was like, nah, we not doing this. Cannibalism movies. So what was that movie? Fresh. I'm probably not gonna watch it. I don't like it when people are just eaten, you know? Like, I don't like it when humanity's biggest threat is being swallowed alive. I watched that scene. Then I remember seeing Daniel Kaluuya's character walking into Jupiter's claim and looking tore up from the floor up, just funky, like wood pieces everywhere, all of that. It's eerily quiet. I remember the lighting was unusually gray, and I remember him just walking. Something in my stomach, I don't know, just like riled me up, like goosebumps. I felt like I had to go to the bathroom. It got too intense. Like, I'm gonna just put into perspective how intense that scene was, okay? Because, you know, me describing it isn't gonna do much. Not only did Jean Jacket like swallow these folks up, but when everyone was inside there, you had one woman barfing, multiple men out here just groaning, just like, oh, a kid was crying. And then another kid called for their mom. I was like, oh no, we not doing this today. And you know what was sad about it is that that is the most realistic approach of what would happen if somebody was in a natural disaster, if somebody had been consumed alive by an alien. Like, that's exactly what would happen. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna watch. No, we're not doing this. When I tell you I was messed up for the whole entire day, like, I was like, all right, well, there goes my healthy sleep schedule. Looks like I'm not getting any sleep tonight. From there, after I paused the movie, I contemplated my life decisions. I basically marathoned all of The Office overnight while I struggled to get to sleep. And my partner was like, hey, why aren't you going to bed? And I was telling him, like, I'm not. Yeah, you know, I don't want to sleep. He didn't know exactly what was going on. So my sleep schedule has been effed up for the past like 5 weeks from that one scene. It was still on my mind, so I had to do research, right? Like, you gotta know what's happening. So you gotta know what's happening. So I basically did my research to figure out how the movie ended, people's opinions and thoughts on the Nope movie, and I realized a lot of really good takeaways based off of what I researched and not watching the movie. I realized that for Jean Jacket, it was supposed to be a take on an angel, or like the true forms of angels. So in the Bible, from what I believe, angels kind of conceal their true form in like the embodiment of humans, or something more approachable for humans to be comfortable with, but their true form is like some creepy 5 eyeballs, 15 fingers, and swirling scripted orbits around them. Like, it's very wild. I think it's very beautiful. The biblical concept of angels and being risen up to heaven, and maybe even the rapture, and how people historically were documenting these aliens and thinking that they were angels, but in actuality, nah fam, you were getting eaten by Miss Birkenstock. You were getting eaten by Mr. Pink Underwear. Like, you were getting swallowed. There was no rapture happening. That was you weren't going to heaven, sir. maybe you'll go after Pink Underwear and Birkenstock is done with you, but you're not. That's not where you're going. It was just really interesting the way he was able to execute that and give a nice love letter to popular science fiction titles such as War of the Worlds and whatnot. I haven't finished folded, but you know, that's okay. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you are really into the content that I have, be sure to like and subscribe. And if nobody hasn't told you, make sure you drink water today, all right? It's very important. Drink a whole gallon. Goodbye.